Hello my friend. Today's video is going to be a Sunday reset video. It is currently Sunday and we aren't really doing much in the way of like going out and about. Actually right now my husband is out with my kids. They are at a parts store getting some stuff to fix some outlets around our house. So they're out doing that. That is why my house is so quiet. Typically whenever I start my videos, my house isn't this quiet. Normally there's cartoons and kiddos running around and being crazy. My husband saw that I was getting overwhelmed. He was like, I'll just take the kids. We'll go to the parts store and you can have a moment to breathe. So I'm very grateful that he did that for me because I'm feeling so much better now. But what I just did was I just chopped up my chicken for dinner tonight. So I'm also going to be sharing with you my crock pot meal that I'm making. I also have a short with the full recipe, but I'll also take you along while I make it. So for dinner tonight, I'm going to be making Buffalo Wild Wings, like chicken, garlic Parmesan chicken pasta or something like that. I haven't actually made it in a little while, but we do make it fairly often. So I just cut up 1 pound of chicken and threw it in my crock pot, and then I'm going to go ahead and throw in the other ingredients. So for this recipe, it's super simple. You're just going to need 1 pound of chicken, some heavy whipping cream, the Buffalo Wild Wings garlic Parmesan sauce, some cream cheese, and some Parmesan cheese. You throw all those ingredients into your crock pot, let them cook, and then whenever it's dinner time, you cook up your noodles, put them into the crock pot with the sauce, and then you add your other half of your bag of Parmesan cheese, warm it up, and it's good to go.
Or maybe we just hit the end of the road. Right now it doesn't even matter.
I definitely feel like I need to try more crock pot recipes because with my ever-changing and busy schedule with my kids' activities, I feel like crock pot meals are going to be the way to go. And I have to admit, it was really nice to have a warm meal ready to go in the evening time without having to cook the whole thing whenever everybody was getting hungry. Because that time of day can get a little bit crazy with 2 hungry kids and trying to prepare dinner, and usually I'm so tired by the end of the day. So I'm definitely wanting to experiment with more crock pot meals.
Promise I won't forget. Maybe it's something.
Since dinner is now in the crock pot, I'm going to do a general pickup of my home between my kids' toys and just random things that my husband and I get out. I need to put everything away. These are the tasks that I like to do on Sunday because it really helps me get prepared for the week ahead. Whenever my home is in disarray and I have nothing planned out or nothing prepared for the week, I kind of feel frazzled because being a stay-at-home mom and homemaker, there are just so many moving parts and it can get really overwhelming to have to remember everything all the time. So on Sundays, I like to do these tasks because it helps me feel like I'm more prepared.
Here tonight, before we make this even worse, it's gonna hurt even more than this does. We gave it all we had. It's time to say bye, baby, bye. I'll be, you'll be, yeah, we'll be fine. So let's call it a night, and that's why
During this portion of the video, my husband and kids were still out and about at the parts store, and while I was filming, I realized I could switch up the angles and be more creative with the angles because whenever they're home, you guys know that I don't show my children and I don't share them on my channel, and so whenever I'm filming cleaning videos, typically I have to like film around them or not show the whole room because my kiddos are in the room or whatever. I'm happy to do so, but it was just nice to be able to film and not have to worry about if I'm going to get them in the frame or anything. I'd like to keep them safe and I like to keep them off my channel, but sometimes it can be a little bit challenging whenever they're always on the move.
What if the world had more of your smile? What if the wind could spread your love? What if your sweetness could reach everyone? There'd be no wars. Maybe the birds will sing about your heart. Maybe the trees will whisper the word. Maybe the the sun will spread your joy to the ones who lost their hope.
If there is one thing that I do every Sunday is I sit down with my planner and I plan out the week. This planner is from Walmart. I'm pretty sure it was less than $15, and these Walmart planners are my most favorite. I have tried more expensive ones and I always come back to the inexpensive Walmart planners, but I plan out my week because now I feel more prepared and I know what I have to do each day. One other thing that I do every Sunday is I clean out my refrigerator. Our trash night is on Sunday night, so I like to sweep the fridge and make sure there is no bad food or nothing about to be expired that I need to get rid of. On this Sunday though, I did do a whole refrigerator clean out and I wiped it all out, but that is for another video.
As pure, no, not like yours.
Typically, I make ice as needed, but because on this day we weren't going anywhere and we were just staying home all day, I got out my ice machine to make some ice for the week. Off camera, I sat down and I made my meal plan and grocery list, and then I ended up also ordering groceries. I also hauled those groceries, but that's for a different video. But what I like to do every Sunday is I decide what I'm making for the week. I look in my refrigerator and my freezer to see what kind of meat and what kind of ingredients we have on hand. That way it kind of cuts down on the budget for the groceries for the week. But I always like to know what I'm making. That way I can plan my meals around activities, because I like to make easier things on the night whenever we have gymnastics. Now I'm going to clean up my kitchen. What else is new? I feel like I'm always cleaning up my kitchen in my videos, but you can see 2 bottles of almost empty wine on my countertop. I don't drink anymore, and those were just left over from before I decided to quit drinking. Whenever I cleaned out my refrigerator, I found them and I just needed to dump them out, but I just left them there until I got around to it.
You said it was the last time, but you keep coming back to tell me sorry that you take back all the things you said just to hurt.
Laundry is something else that I always do on the weekends. Typically, I will always do it on Sunday. My husband works kind of a dirty job, so I always have to make sure his clothes are clean. I always make sure he has enough clothes through Wednesday, that way I have a few days before I have to worry about washing his clothes again. But now I need to get them folded and put away. This way in the morning whenever he gets ready for work, he can find all of his work things, and getting out the door for him is so much easier whenever his clothes are organized and put away.
Like everything's the same. I tried to build my walls up, but you're taking them down.
Now on the weekends, I do normally only do his work clothes just because I want to make sure those are done for the week ahead. But this weekend I had some extra time to get his regular clothes done as well. So that's why I'm folding a ton of his clothes, but normally I just do his work clothes.
You keep coming back to show me sorry you have changed now, but it's the same old story. Our love just went cold, but I'm still burning. Our love just went cold. Why? I keep on making the same mistake. I always let you back in when I begin to get myself together again. You are back.
So for this portion of the video, while I was filming, my husband was fixing some of the electrical outlets around our home. It's just some of the odds and ends, things that we still needed to do, so we're just sort of working on those slowly. But he was needing my help as I was filming this, so I kind of felt frazzled while I was folding the laundry and handing him tools and making sure the power was off and things like that.
Build my walls up, but you're taking them down. It's tearing me apart. I can't pretend. Now I have to get over you again. Have to get over you again.
At this point, it was about 5 o'clock or so, and everybody was starting to get hungry and cranky, and my kids were starting to get fussy, so I quickly had to get dinner on the stove. But I'm just going to cook my noodles, and once those are done, I'm going to throw them into my crock pot and heat them up with a sauce. And this is what it looks like. It turned out so good this time. Even my husband said that it turned out really good, and my kids liked it as well. But thank you so much for watching. If you are new, please subscribe, and if you're coming back, thank you so much for being here. I will see you in my next one.